Hi guys, on this show we've got Poston, Savage, Hahn, Scott, Jenkins, Steenburgen, Reilly and Ferrell. We're looking at 2008's Step Brothers.
Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of 100 Things We Learned from Film, the single solitary podcast that exists that tries to learn 100 things from every film every week. Unless we've finally got one of those fucking bunch of arseholes that rip you off. I don't think everyone's going to rip this shit off. Just him going to Netherlands and me going blammo. But yeah, your favourite, it's the only one, it's the best one. Podcast that tries to learn all of those things. I'm one of your hosts and you can call me Dragon.
And I'm the other guy, and I'm going to teabag your drum set.
Oh, mate. The chance would be. Yeah. Right, you teabagging bastard. How are you?
I'm alright, mate. Oh, this is a little bit for seeing you. It's, well, right now, it's quite clammy in Scotland. It's pretty much tapsass weather. But in my house, it's a bit cold.
Oh.
I don't know what's going on.
Right.
Yeah, so
those new build houses and the way that they don't retain heat.
Pretty much, aye.
That's what it is. You're one of these 1930s ones that's falling down like ours.
Boiling.
This week we are handing over the reins to one of our dedicated patrons who pays £1 a month and gets a shout out and also gets the opportunity to pick a film. I am fucking furious this week because this is dog shit and I do not care who knows it. Even the guy that's paying us money. You must know, Gavin Magill, this is shite, right? It's simple as. No two ways about it. But I guess you paid your money, you take your chance, so fling it over to Gav to tell us all about it.
Hello everyone, my name's Gavin and I won the Listener's Choice on Patreon. I've went for a film that when I met a Mr. Certain Planet... Hello everyone, my name's Gavin and I won the Listener's Choice on Patreon. I've went for a film that when I met a Mr. Certain Planet that I spent far too much of my time quoting this film rather than listening to Planty when he was training me back in the day in Larbert. I was hid away in a little corner. There was a couple of us constantly quoting this film and it's not Anchorman, but I've went for 2008's Step Brothers. I have a quick fact to help the guys out. I've not had a lot of time to do any extra research, so it's just a quick one to get them going. But did you know that since 2015, you can actually attend the Catalina wine mixer? The Catalina Island Company created the Step Brothers inspired event held over 2 days in June each year. The weekend opens with a screening of the film, followed by a late night beach party. The next day consists of wine tasting and entertainment on the beach. Now, it wouldn't be the Catalina wine mixer if there wasn't any helicopters. They actually do have helicopters on site for the weekend. Now, sadly, I've not had the time on my hands to check how much the tickets are for next year, but I'm pretty sure if all us Patreons chip in an extra couple of quid a month, that Planty and John will get us booked up and we'll be there in 2025. Now, thanks very much for having me on, guys. I appreciate it. And hopefully we'll get this catch up one day, Planty. Get a couple of pints, a couple more pints, and a couple of more pints. And that sounds like a good night to me. Cheers, guys.
2008, John. 2008.
Yep, well,
Step
what a
Brothers.
year.
I had absolutely no idea he was doing that, by the way. Sat in the corner not fucking listening to me when I'm training him. So, mate, you little shit, you're getting it. When I see you again, you're fucking wearing that pint. It's what's happening. Yeah, give us some more money, yeah? John, 2008, please tell me there was better stuff. In fact, no, because it's a bit, isn't it? Tell us all the other shit that you think we could be watching.
Yeah, we could have been watching The Happening.
Oh, mate, I did. Theatres. I was in the cinema in Edinburgh to watch
Aye.
The Happening. Yeah.
Disaster movie.
I still not see it. I ain't going to do. Probably for this podcast.
Joyride 2. Candy cane.
Oh, is it the same voice? Is it still him in it? They probably didn't pay the money for that.
I don't know what to think. Splinter, which I believe is a horror movie. I think I watched it. It's a horror.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Symbiote, some sort of
in it, and they're in like a garage or something.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one. I remember. Frost Nixon.
Oh, that's a great movie again. Cinema
Brian,
for that.
Brian Clough in it.
Yeah. Brian Clough.
21.
Kevin Spacey,
the
that's the
poker
age
one,
of people under that Kevin Spacey will fuck. Is that right?
Yeah,
Is that the one?
that's pretty much it.
Okay,
That's
thought
it.
so, yeah.
Pretty much it. 10,000 BC.
Still not seen that one. I'm not interested in that.
Before cornflakes. And let's end on a let's end on a high. Fool's Gold, big man. All right.
Oh, I haven't seen that. That's meant to be that's meant to be the apex of the utter shit of his films before he got good. Before he started doing things like
I've had enough of this. I've had enough of Sahara and all that sort of thing.
Fucking Sahara. Him and Steve Zahn. Is that right?
Yeah.
Mate. Oh,
and Penelope Cruz.
Yeah, should we do Sahara?
Yeah, I'm up for that.
I haven't seen that in donkeys.
No, I never have, but no.
Yeah.
Oh,
mate,
there's a famous baddie in it. Somebody put it on the list. We'll get into it.
All wrong. If you want to be like Gav and pick utter fucking dog shit for us to watch, feel free. Join us at patreon.com/100 things film, or go to all of our socials at 100 things we learn from film.co.uk, which includes our Blue Sky account, which is getting loads of fucking new followers like everybody else because Twitter is dead. So that's good.
Long live Bebo.
Mate, they reckoned it was coming back a few years ago, and I thought,
know they did.
This is the perfect podcast for a Bebo account, and it never come back.
I'd have give it some love.
Give it some. Jesus, I remember that. Anyway, shall we? Let's get this over and done with, so we can get home to our stepbrothers.
Yeah. Yes, let's do it.
Okay. Right, so Step Brothers, we start with this title. Family is where our nation finds hope, where wings take dream. And that was George Bush.
George W.
W.
Potato face himself. Potato with an E.
He did certainly look like... He was certainly... I mean, right now, we're not really doing this, but right now, we'd fucking beg for him back, wouldn't we?
Oh, God, aye.
Which is absolutely saying
for all his gaffes, it was nowhere as dangerous as what we've got now, but hey. But I popped up with a Gary Sanchez production.
All right, not a Dirty Sanchez production.
No, not the Welsh boys, which we know them. But that's founded by Will Ferrell and Adam McKay. They also produced Daddy's Home 1 and 2 and the other guys.
The other guys, I remember liking the first 10 minutes, and then after that it was kind of like,
Yes.
When that thing happens that makes them quote unquote the other guys, I was like, okay, that's funny, that's clever. And then after that I was like, bring those characters back, please.
I think everybody was the same.
See that fucking movie. Adam McKay. Yeah, I've got some Adam McKay stuff somewhere here in my list. Him as the director of Talladega Nights.
Yeah.
I like all his new stuff. The Big Short is hilarious and fucking depressing. And Vice, that Dick Cheney film, fucking hell. That biography of Dick Cheney's fucking grim. But again, your man Bruce Wayne put all that weight on to play fat Dick Cheney.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
He did.
He's
Phenomenal
in it as well.
Yeah.
He's really, really good.
He also brought his Anchorman 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Anchorman 1, I feel like I was never in on the joke. I never really thought it was as funny as everybody did. And I haven't seen Anchorman 2.
Have you not?
No,
it's just exactly the same, but just
I've seen the one. It was enough.
I've seen it.
There's a bit where he throws where Jack Black kicks his dog off of a bridge and loud noises. I killed a man with a trident. That really escalated. Yeah, it's all right, but look, I don't know. I didn't like it then. I've got a good feeling I'm not going to like it now.
Kirsty loves it.
Yeah, I know.
And
it's okay to like a shit movie. It really is. It's perfectly acceptable. I still love Transformers the movie, for fuck's sake.
I'm a big fan of Transformers 1. That's new. That's good.
The Transformers. Die, Transformers, die. Anyway, right. It's a movie. Right. So, this is so fucking... it's so weird. Brennan, Will Ferrell, is making nachos, right? Basically putting Doritos on a plate and microwaving grated cheese. And just the whole of Mexico cried when this happened. It's just grim, isn't it? We get a montage of these two slackers. It's him and Dale, John C. Reilly. By the way, I haven't written a joke where John C. Reilly gets something about Kevin in this, even though there's crossbows at the end. We need to talk about Kevin. I honestly haven't, because every time we do John C. Reilly, I do we need to talk about Kevin thing. And I haven't this time. And this is the film where he was most likely to get fucking crossbowed. Yeah. They're being awful to their parents, and their parents are both leaving to go to this medical conference. Yep. Did you see what game Dale was playing, by the way?
No.
Guitar
Hero.
Sorry,
Guitar Hero. Sorry.
Guitar Hero for the PS5. PS5, no, not for the PS5. The PS2, in fact, launched in 2005 by Red Octane, who were bought out by Activision in 2007.
Did you have a copy? Did you play it?
Couple of different copies. Yeah, a couple of different copies.
Loved it.
If you can give me a moment or two, listeners, I am going to give you a list of, that's right, the Guitar Hero films. Guitar Hero, Guitar Hero 2, Guitar Hero 3, Legends of Rock, Guitar Hero World Tour, Guitar Hero 5, Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock, Guitar Hero Live, Guitar Hero Aerosmith, Guitar Hero Metallica, Guitar Hero Van Halen, Guitar Hero The Proclaimers, Guitar Hero Encore Rocks the 80s, Guitar Hero Smash Hits, Guitar Hero Smash Hits Pole Winners Party, Band Hero, DJ Hero 2, Guitar Hero on Tour, Guitar Hero on Tour Decades, Guitar Hero on Tour Modern Hits, Guitar Hero 3 Mobile, Guitar Hero 3 Backstage Pass, Guitar Hero 3 Ozzy wanted a brandy glass full of brown M&Ms or he wouldn't go on stage, Guitar Hero World Tour Mobile, Guitar Hero 5 Mobile, Guitar Hero Carabiner, Guitar Hero Arcade, Guitar Hero iOS.
Bloody hell.
Almost all of those are real. There was only 3 that I made up, I promise.
What, the Guitar Hero Chernobyl edition?
It got some middling reviews. Not great, not terrible.
Yeah, they just do.
That's the clip. That's the fucking clip. Right. The conference is about cochlear implants. And the parents are Richard Jenkins. Love Richard Jenkins. He was Bill and Ted's dad. And also really good in that the house, the murder house where it's all fucking ancient giants beneath.
Oh God, yeah.
Cabin in the Woods. House on Hauntedville. Yeah,
Cabin in the Woods.
Cabin in the Woods. There you go. Mary Steenburgen, who fucked Doc Brown.
I know. I was going to say it. She got browned. She
did indeed. Still would? Question mark.
Aye.
Yeah. I think she might be married to Ted Danson, by the way.
Oh, really?
I didn't look it up, but I've got a feeling she's married to Ted Danson.
Jesus.
Listeners, correct me if I'm wrong. She's a tiny little woman, a giant human.
Giant man.
That lives under the cabin in the woods.
Big womanizer.
They're getting it on in their room, and they admit to one another they have loser sons who still live at home. Smash cut to the wedding. Dale storms out. Brennan makes a scene over some salmon. They're just... And this, for me... When I watched it the first time, it took me about 4 or 5 watches to get through it. I have seen it before, and I remember thinking it was just all right. But this, I think now that I'm the same age as these guys, it just fucking rankles with me. Something fucking Peter Pan syndrome arseholes. On the moving day, I keep calling them kids or the boys or whatever. Fucking grown men.
Yep.
Both of them are being difficult.
Oh, that Jenkins vans is real.
Right, okay.
So the removalists, it was founded in 1891. They operated at Sioux City, Iowa.
Right.
Which is 3 horse-drawn vans and 12 employees.
Fantastic. 12 did the horses count as employees?
That's the thing, do they? I would.
Yeah, but then you'd have to give them like 401ks or whatever Americans have.
True.
Pensions, basically. How do you pension off a horse? You just give it a lot of oats.
Aye.
And as many gedlings as it can fuck. I don't even know what I'm just making stuff up now. I don't know what gedling is. Gedling could be a child horse. It could be a woman horse. I don't know.
I thought it was something for Lord of the Rings.
Kevin Spacey's fucking the gedlings. That's the important thing. That's all you need to know.
Not the younglings. Still gets my attention.
Oh, no. Master Skywalker, what are we to do? Womp!
To this day, it just grates my fucking nerves.
Kill the younglings. Mate, I can't get an order in a takeaway, order 66, without fucking losing my shit. The last time the Jedi had a youngling was something. He basically, Dale's saying this bit, and again, John C. Reilly is great. Put him in fucking everything. Put him with Timothy Spall in every film that ever exists.
Oh, God, that'd be good.
Really, really good. And just his voice, I would love to be able to do a really good John C. I'd love to be able to do a really good anyone impression, which I can't. But a good John C. Reilly impression, because he just sounds like a Muppet, doesn't he? He sounds like
God,
one of the Muppets.
Yeah. Yep,
It's
totally
me, John C. Reilly.
Totally agree.
He says something like, "We're men. We like to shit with the door open, talk about pussy and go on riverboat gambling trips, as well as make our own jerky." And now you've wrecked it all.
Jerky derives from a Cheshire word meaning dried or salted meat.
Oh, fantastic. Riverboat gambling, John, if you want to do it. Iowa is home to more than a dozen riverboat casinos, including the 30,000 square foot Rhythm City Casino, which I think is also what you call wanking.
I'm away to Rhythm City.
More than the Mississippi River and Davenport, Rhythm City Casino has approximately 870 slots. I said slots.
Slots, yeah.
But if you can't afford that, John, you can always make your way to Glasgow and go on the Riverboat Gambler.
Yeah.
On the Clyde.
On the Clyde.
By the way, that's a shout for next month.
Straight to the slots. That's slots.
Nancy and Brennan arrive. We meet Don, this blind neighbour that is introduced for one solitary joke later on.
That's it. Yep.
He said, "Can I come over later and touch your face?"
Touch your face.
Okay. His Alsatian support dog doesn't do what he wants. And I basically got Jim and Wilson vibes from Friday Night Dinner.
That's it.
Oh, you look lovely, Jackie.
Shalom.
Brennan and Dale meet. You can call me Dragon, but you have to call me Nighthawk. At dinner, Dale and Brennan continue to be difficult. He says to Nancy, "I manage a baseball team." And she said, "Little League, fantasy." Okay. The one thing this has got going, the characters I think are awful. It's well enough written. The dialogue's really well written for the most part. As long as we're not talking about three characters that probably should be more important than they are. Dale says he's a great singer too. This is Brennan claims to be the songbird of his generation, but he won't sing in front of people.
That's so funny.
Yeah, go on. Dale, of course, says, "I'm a great singer too." And I really wanted at this point it to be like that scene out of Boogie Nights where he's jamming with Marky Mark. And he will rock you, and he will roll you.
That moment never came. Oh,
mate, we've got to do that movie.
Well, I thought, like, as soon as you said it, I was like, oh, there's somebody, a singer called the Songbird of their generation.
Was it Ava Cassidy?
No, it turns out we were all wrong. It's Mariah Carey is known as the Songbird Supreme in the Guinness World Record book.
Is she?
Yeah, because she's known for her 5-octave vocal range. Did you know this?
Okay.
All I know for is that fucking.
She's
Christmas
defrosting
song.
there now, isn't she? She'll be with us soon, mate.
We're
Queen
ready
of fucking Christmas.
We're ready to go.
The thing is, though, she leans into it, doesn't she? Me and Rachel were talking about it today. Like, there's a video every year of her just going, I'm coming for you.
Might as well just show her taking money
to be fucking number one every single year. Anyway, as long as it's not those fucking sausage roll Tory cunts from Nottingham.
Fucking lad. Oh, good damn my tits in, man.
Patrons, if you want to buy me a copy of that Lad Baby book, I am going to read it out on Patreon. I'm going to release it on everything I can to make sure they don't get any money. And that people will listen. I'll put it on fucking YouTube until I get a copyright strike. Somebody buy me a copy of that book. It's like 11 quid. I'm not going to buy it. Or someone source me a copy that you don't have to pay for.
On the web.
Yeah, I don't know. Go around his house and fucking nick one of the 17,000 boxes before they get pulped.
Yeah.
I'm angry today.
You're angry, man. You're angry.
Let's go away. We've got to go away and watch a Hallmark film about a fucking sexy snowman, I think.
To Camden.
Yeah.
Aye, is it something frost?
Hot Frosty. Hot Frosty, which is, I think, is also some sort of sex position.
A euphemism
I wouldn't know. I'm 44 years old.
for Motion City or whatever it's called.
Rhythm City.
Rhythm City.
It's the rhythm of the night. Anyway.
They're arguing about their condiments, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. He's eating all the... Oh, that's ketchup bit.
Did you know that was an actual thing? Like ketchup and mayonnaise?
Yeah, Heinz did it recently. They like mustard and mayonnaise, ketchup and mayonnaise, sriracha and mayonnaise. It all looks like shit.
They call it pink... Was it pink sauce? Or
pink sauce?
Salsa Rosda, that's what it's called.
Oh.
Or some people call it frying sauce. But I thought that's not a thing, but when I checked it, it bloody is.
It's like poor man's Mary Rose sauce, isn't it?
That's exactly what it's like.
Christmas prawn sauce.
Yeah. Which we don't have any other time of year apart from Christmas.
That's very true. Like, how often do you eat a prawn cocktail? But 2024, like, you shouldn't be eating prawn cocktail anyway. It's like melon, avocado, and prawns. Like it's 2024. It's not like 1976.
Oh.
They have to share a room because Dale's drum kit is in the spare, or as he calls it, my beat laboratory. Okay. Nancy and Robert are talking about why the boys never left home. At this school talent show, Brennan sang a number from a pirate musical, which I quite liked. Brother Derek paid the choir to sing Brennan Has a Mangina.
Mangina, yep.
And the line is, finally the audience and some of the nastier parents joined in. And she's like, I've got to admit, it was a bit catchy. I joined in too.
That's quite funny.
Derek went on to win the contest, lip-syncing Ice Ice Baby. Well, it is a very good song. It is. It's a great song, isn't it?
With his ponytail, see it?
Oh, my God. Oh, Adam Scott, by the way.
I fucking love him.
It's so difficult to make Adam Scott unlikable, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah, he's good at what he does.
And he's very good at being unlikable here.
Oh, God, aye. And everything. Yeah, he's obviously he's got a talent to rub people up the wrong way.
All before he became the mayor of Ice City. Anyway, 1990 single by Vanilla Ice or Robert Van Winkle, John.
Yep.
Number one fucking everywhere, including the Chuzwazza Australian charts, the Stupid Sexy Flanders Ultra Pop chart, the Ireland So It Was. Where else?
The Netherlands!
Correct. The UK, the US, and the Mugabe Hot 40 in Zimbabwe.
Oh, mate.
Also reached 11 in the US Billboard Hot Ringtones chart in 2004-2005.
Along with Help Me Rhonda, Help Me
Rhonda. No, because you can program that yourself.
I know, remember that?
On your Siemens mobile.
Oh, happy days.
Eminem stated in an interview that when he first heard Ice Ice Baby, I felt like I didn't want to rap anymore. I was so mad because he was making it real hard for me. Now, just one more thing. One more thing, Mr. Mathers. In like the footnote of history, who's going to be the footnote? Is it going to be this guy? Or is it going to be Eminem who's going to have 12 chapters written about him?
No, I know. And the greatest scheme of things, man. Let's face it.
It's funny.
He didn't do a song for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, did he? So.
Oh, yeah. That wasn't Turtle Power. It was the other one, wasn't it? The Turtle. That was the Turtle rap. And there was something else in Turtles 2.
There was something, but we'll let my game in.
Yeah, it's best we don't remember.
But mate, I've just thought of something there. If he passes away, please don't let that happen, because we've got a habit of killing people off on this show. It will be on his tombstone. It will be R.I.P. Van Winkle. Rip Van Winkle.
Oh, very good. Very good. It certainly will. Yeah.
600 million copies Ice Ice Baby sold by the way, so who's laughing now? 600 million? No.
I tell you who's laughing now, John. The representatives for Queen and David Bowie, who threatened a copyright infringement suit against him. The matter was settled out of court with Van Winkle being required to pay financial recompense to the original artist. Bowie and all members of Queen were also given songwriting credits for the sample. But as we all know, because we've all heard, it's not the same, because Under Pressure goes bum 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 bum, and his goes bum 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 bum.
So, yeah, I remember that.
I will never tire of that fucking bit where it's quite blatantly one note at the end that's different and nothing else.
Bum bum bum.
What a fucking guy!
No, what's that view? Tell you like, no, it's not going to fly.
There's a bit I've missed where they're talking about the house. It's a beautiful house, and Dale says to Wendy, it was built by Custer in 1825. And I was like, what was Custer doing in 1825? The answer, listeners, nothing, because General Custer wasn't born until 1839.
Oh, why must they lie?
Why, John? Why indeed? In bed, the stepbrothers are telling them that they hate one another. You're hillbillies. This is a house of learned doctors.
That's right. You're not a doctor.
You want my house? No way, Kemo-sabe. And there's a couple of references to Kemo-sabe.
Yeah, there's a couple. Because Adam Scott does it later on as well, didn't he?
Kemo-sabe, a term used by the fictional Native American character Tonto to refer to the Lone Ranger. The term is derived from the Ojibwe and Potawatomi word Gizomabi, fucking hell, which may mean she looks out in secret. It has been translated as trusty scout or faithful friend. There you go. And I've absolutely butchered those fucking Native American names. I'm very sorry, people.
Yeah, he didn't say pepperami.
Absolutely. We go on this boat. They've got this boat, the Gilded Lady, and the plan is that Robert and I forgot her name, Nancy, are going to retire on it. Dale knocks Brennan over the edge into the water. Sometime later, Brennan decides he's going to play Dale's drums. He goes absolutely mad and then lies back down on the sofa. And John C. Reilly comes in. Why are you so sweaty? He said, I was watching Cops. Dale realises that he was indeed playing his drums.
Cops ran for 32 seasons, over 1,000 episodes from 1989 to 2020.
Listeners are going to start calling us out of repeating things because we've done Cops about 3 times this year alone.
Had we? What are you going to do?
Mate, they're going to come for you. Such a bad boy. You touched my. I know you touched my drum set because Cops doesn't start until 4. And again, it's that really niche kind of fucking detective work. I love. Dale heads up and wipes his balls on the drums.
Aye, big rubber balls.
They fight. Oh, yeah, it was very much the Frank above the beans above the Frank balls, wasn't it?
It really was.
They fight, smashing the place up, and it leads outside. Wilson, the support dog, gets involved on the lawn as well. Robert's called home to fix it. There's this huge crowd, including loads of people with dogs for some reason. And Nancy's got the fucking hose on them.
I know. What the fucking fuck? So always you laugh.
They knock one another out, and then later on they're at home watching Shark Week.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a thing. I hear it all the time, but Shark Week is an annual week-long shark-themed TV programme on the Discovery Channel.
I mean, how much shark programming can there be?
I know.
2-headed shark attack, maybe?
That's it.
Hopefully.
When Sharknado came out, nothing seemed real anymore.
You don't want to get caught. There's loads of them in Miami at the minute. You know, they're coming like every single week. Josh Wilson's messaging me going, well, look at this, another fucking Sharknado coming.
I know.
You know,
right.
before you know it, it's a megalodon nado. I'll run that around the table a few more times.
Aye.
Nancy and Robert demanded that they grow up. They've a month to get jobs and no TV for a week. That night, they both get up in the middle of the night, sleepwalking, talking and just generally making a mess. When they both get up, the parents know it's been them sleepwalking because the couch pillows go in the oven and her handbag goes in the fridge. And that's the kind of the thing. Sleepwalking, also known as somnambulism, John, is a sleep disorder that affects up to 15% of the population in the UK. It is more common in children, with about 5 to 15% of kids experiencing it within a year and 1 to 1.5% of adults experiencing it.
Never
Ever?
It.
No.
I only took my watch off and put it on my chest. that's
my old man used to get up in the middle
bugger.
of the night and eat. He used to go and make cheese sandwiches.
Oh, really? That's
He'd
niche.
eat like 3 or 4 packets of crisps and then blame me and my sister. They wake the boys up. Wendy wakes them up, and for some reason Brennan shouts, "I'll kill you, Leonard Nimoy."
I know, I was like, what the hell's that?
Looks like Father Time did it for you. Wendy's other kid is coming for dinner, Derek, and he's an even bigger asshole, we learn.
Yeah, oh god, aye.
In the
Fucking
car,
ass hat, isn't he?
Adam Scott, Derek, and his wife Alice, the always wonderful Kathryn Hahn,
Kathryn Hahn,
who is
who's
just
fantastic.
fucking wasted in this. And they're fucking awful kids. Oh, I hate these children.
Chiming out, sweet child of mine.
A cappella version. Alice can't sing, and it's just the first get at how awful women are in this film, basically.
No.
Sweet Child of Mine, John, 1988 song from Guns and/or Roses, and the only US number 1 for them. It made it to number 8 in the charts here because we're a little bit more discerning when it comes to buying music. You know, the country that also bought you rave versions of the Tetris theme tune and Jive Bunny and the Master Mixers.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. It's 3 times platinum in Italy and Portugal, as well as 8 times platinum in Australia. But funnily enough, the Australian version is played by that guy with the flamethrower out of Mad Max Fury Road. It's a better version.
Aye.
Over dinner, Derek's boasting to Robert about his celebrity friends. One of them's like, oh yeah, we were on our way to Mark Cuban's. Like, he mentions all these people I've never heard of.
Yeah,
and I looked most of
and
them up,
nothing
and I was
there.
like, these are really, really big fucking Wikipedia articles or like professional websites or IMDb pages for them. And I don't know what any of them are famous for.
That.
Mark Cuban was one of the sharks on Shark Tank, which I think
There you go.
only ever is shown on Shark Week. I don't know. It's Dragon's Den, basically. American Dragon's Den. And he's not Cuban. I mean, why, John? Why?
What a liar.
Basically, Derek's being an absolute dick, and Robert's like, my God, you're so impressive. He fancies the pants off him, doesn't he?
Aye, oh God, aye. Yeah.
Brennan's in Dale's treehouse, and Dale visits. He's looking at old school porn mags. He says, yeah, I've got them from the 70s, 80s, and the 90s. He says, it's like masturbating in a time machine. Which actually was the original premise for Back to the Future. It's your kids, Marty! Something to do about your kids' jizz! Or something. I don't know. Derek convinces Robert he can sell the house for 30% above market value. I'll even do it for 4/5 commish. Because what really gets my dick hard is helping out my friends.
Oh,
Fucking I hate him so much. Nancy tells Robert to slow down. It's another instance of women being awful in this film. How dare she ruin a man's dreams and, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Derek visits the boys in the treehouse and he's a massive dick to them, showing off about money and being the VP of this biggest helicopter leasing company on the West Coast. And he offers Dale the chance to punch him in the face. Dale fucking wallops him. It's a good hit.
It's a cracker, isn't it?
Knocks him down the ladder.
Kimasabi.
Yeah, there's another Kemosabe. As Derek and the kids get in the car, Alice grabs Dale. She heard that he hit Derek. I'm going to pleasure myself to you tonight. I wish I could roll you in a ball and put you in my vagina.
It's nice and warm in there.
Yeah, another fucking hysterical woman character.
And Derek shouts, hurry up, I've got Dane Cook on pay-per-view
Yes.
in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
What the hell is that about?
Fucking. Bearing in mind, this is back in the day when comedy specials, you used to be able to buy them pay-per-view.
Oh, really?
Instead of just, I don't know, turning on Netflix, watching 10 minutes and going, sorry, James Acaster, this isn't your best gig.
Do you remember Dane Cook? He was in everything at one point and then he just disappeared.
He was fucking massive, wasn't he? He was huge.
He was huge, and then something obviously went wrong. But I was reading up on him, and there's lots of facts about what happened and what didn't happen. But one of the things I've seen is that it's widely suggested that Dane Cook coyed the friend Karen because he kept using it in one of his jokes.
Oh, wow.
So he's responsible for sort of the whole Karen thing. Because he says that one of his jokes is everybody's got an asshole, and then it says and everybody's got a Karen. Wow. And then I think it's just stuck. It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, that is. Yeah. Fuck that guy.
He was right though. Everybody's got a Karen.
True. Brennan explains that someday they would like to become friends because of what he did. Brennan shows him Randy Jackson's autograph on this sword.
On this sword,
because it's the only thing he had on him when he met him. And all I could think about was, imagine running up to this guy with a fucking sword, drawing it and going, sign this. You'd do a runner, wouldn't you?
You would. Did you notice the sword though?
No.
It's a replica of the sword in Highlander, not the one that Thingman uses. Conor McLeod, the Duncan McLeod. So that's the Highlander series. So that's a
because he's got a samurai. He's got a samurai sword in it, hasn't he? Mm-hmm. He's the Scotsman playing a Spaniard that worked for an Egyptian. Yeah. Randy Jackson, John. Randy Jackson from American Idol. I was astounded to find out he wasn't one of the Jacksons.
Oh, I know. I feel like I don't know if I
feel like he should have been.
That.
I feel like since Tito's gone, they've got space for one. So Randy, make that call. His parents are Julia and Herman Jackson. And he was the bassist on Journey's Raised in Radio album, and a member of One Hit Wonders, the Divinals.
All right, oh God.
Yeah.
No, I had it.
And when I think about Randy Jackson, I touch myself. Said nobody ever.
Except Kathryn Hahn.
Yeah. By the way, if Kathryn Hahn and Adam Scott had babies, they would be the most beautiful babies on the planet.
You think so?
Wouldn't they? What a beautiful looking couple they are. Yeah.
Striking.
I've still not watched any of that Agatha All Along thing on. I'm so fed up on Marvel.
Yeah, I watched the first one, but I'll probably do it. They're out now.
Is it the magic finally properly coming into the MCU, like witches and that in the MCU? Because I'm all for that. Because I used to like that in the 90s.
Yeah, it's coming in.
Okay, sweet as a dry roasted. They play with these night vision goggles and find out they have a common favourite dinosaur, non-porno magazine to masturbate to, Good Housekeeping, which I assume they're wanking to lamps? Question mark. Martha Stewart.
Maybe it's our version of ours, because I'm sure everybody's first here was Kay's catalogue.
Oh, mate, fucking right.
It was. At the back.
Yeah,
mate. That was for the discerning gentlemen.
The brass bit.
Stick your gratin up your arse.
Mate, I used to work for Grattan Catalogues. I did like really? 3 weeks where I got sacked for throwing paper airplanes.
Oh, fucking!
I was on the order hotline. And at the end of the call, you go, "Do you want to buy some pillows?" It was basically a precursor to all these cunts on TikTok.
Oh, Grattan Catalogue.
We've got the. Did we just become best friends bit? That's the big one.
Mm-hmm.
And then a montage of them doing karate in the garage to You Make My Dreams Come True by Daryl Hall. And Jeffrey Oates, I don't know, Colin Oates, Hall & Oates. Hall & Oates, we've done this because this was on the Wedding Singer episode.
Yes.
So I looked up, why did Hall & Oates fall out? Because they refused to get back together. Apparently, Oates attempted to sell his share of their business, Whole Oates Enterprises, without Daryl Hall's consent.
Oh, that's sneaky.
I don't think Daryl Hall's very well, actually. I think there's... I don't think there's much time left for them. I think they need to do I think they really need to do a Brian Clough
reunion,
Peter Taylor thing and get together before it happens. We might kill Daryl Hall, which I'm all right with. They decide to turn their beds into bunk beds. So much space for activities. I think about all the time there's any extra room somewhere. They basically nail them together, and when they get in, Dale jumps on the top and the bed collapses on Brennan. The bunk beds were a terrible idea. All Brennan's got is a scratch. The next day, they've got to go and get interviewed. They arrive for interviews in tuxes, and they decide to interview together, which is...
recipe for disaster, I know.
There's this whole thing, which I absolutely know, because James on Hallmark Greatness, whenever we do something on Hallmark Greatness, James brings up Pam all the time. So this one's specifically for James. It's Pam. Are you saying Pan or Pam? Panned with a D on the end? No, with a B, like comb. And then they go and see this other guy. He says that we want to interview you. Okay, here's a shot out of the cannon. Barbara Walters, your wife, Oprah. Who are you going to kill, marry, and fuck? That's quite good. They then go to this sports store. Seth Rogen interviews them, hires them because they're cool and funny. He likes the tuxes. He thinks it's ironic. Except Dale does this massive long fart. It's like, I can taste it on my tongue. Is that onions and ketchup? He decides not to hire them, and now the tuxes seem weird.
No?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, absolutely. Walking home, they're trying to figure out a plan. Maybe an international entertainment company, Prestige Worldwide, Partridge Productions. They pass a play park with loads of kids.
Yeah.
And Dale says they're going to need to go around. But Brennan isn't having any of it. The kids all call them butt buddies, which I didn't like, and set on them when they won't lick some white dog shit.
Oh, I've looked. Have we done this before? Because there's something about white dog
Remember
shit.
white dog shit? All right, Peter Kay. Fucking hell.
So I'd looked up anyway. I think we might have done it, but I don't think we've got this much. So it's the reason it's wet is because your dog's diet might be too high in calcium, But it can also happen if your dog eats too many bones or like a raw food diet.
That's absolutely right. There's not as much calcium in dog food anymore. It's got higher standards generally. I wish I could get the cats to eat better fucking food, but they just love shit food. They love like Felix and that.
Oh, it stinks as well.
You buy them the expensive food, and all they want to do is eat shit.
Oh well.
Yeah. Your dog's on the expensive stuff, or are they on like...
Wayne and Winnie a slob. Oh God, Royal Canine all the way, big man. None of your bounce or chum for these boys.
Oh, mate. Fucking hell. They eat better than you two.
Pretty much, aye. Jesus. Actually, one of the guys in work tells me that he always goes to the shops to buy his dog a steak. Like,
Fuck
what?
that.
He cooks the dog a steak all the time. Like, Jesus.
Don't know they're born, do they? Don't know they're born. They make Brennan lick this turd. Robert's put the house up on the market, and he's making the boys to go see therapists. Dale suggests that this is being taken away from them because they don't understand them. It's time to get Prestige Worldwide up and running, but he's yet to hear Brennan sing. He sings Something to Talk About, which is a Bonnie Raitt song. We've done enough songs for today. There's one more coming later on, so I'm not going to do more facts about songs. It's not great, but Dale's impressed. Proper like love heart eyes. Your voice is like a combination of Jesus and Fergie. I was like, fucking hell, that's the most 2008 statement. 2000 and late, am I right? For a second, you took on the shape of a unicorn. And it's nice. They decide to make a music video, but first they need to sort Derek's house sale out. There's a couple come to view, and Brennan's dressed as a Nazi. If you ever need fertiliser, I've got close to 80 tons of it. He's awful and brilliant at the same time.
And the other one, John C. Reilly's dressed as an extra for Blazing Saddles.
He absolutely is. Hey folks, you're going to love this neighbourhood. Every single house here recycles. Out of 11 active groups, John, in the previous year of the KKK, because we've done it before, but I've done fresh numbers for 2023, only 8 have sustained their operations. Disappointingly, some previously dormant Klan groups reactivated their presence in 2023, while 2 new groups formed, and that is before what happened in November 2024. There's probably fucking hundreds more now. But anyway.
No, they'll be popping up.
In Dale's therapy, he explains he works at a college as a janitor. He knows he's smarter than everyone else. He figures out equations about himself. And he goes like, that's the movie Good Will Hunting. No, it isn't. It's my life. And my best friend's Ben Affleck.
That's good.
Yeah. In Brennan's session, he tells his female therapist that he loves her. Mm-hmm. That honestly is not that. And she said no. She says no. And thankfully, because she says no, and she's a well-written character in a very well-written film, that's not going to come back at any point. She says no, and Brennan goes, I respect our boundaries.
Right. Well, I've looked at this this guideline. So, look, ethical guidelines prohibit therapists from having relations with their clients, right? But a therapist generally cannot form or date a client for at least 2 years after the therapy ends.
Oh, right. Oh, wow.
So 2 years. I feel 2 years. There you go.
Yeah.
Learn hundreds of shit on this show, by the way.
Mate, it's the name of the show. It's the name of the show. So that's you not getting your degree just to shag somebody. That's fine. Understood. Got you. Next viewing of the house, Dale is cradling a blue-faced Brennan. It's the asbestos in this house that killed him.
The perspective, the makeup's quite good in this, isn't it?
Yeah, really good blue-faced makeup.
Yeah.
And as he leaves, Derek goes, yeah, that one was pretty good. Which I was like, yeah, that's how you prevent a house being sold. Asbestos, of course, John, as you know, but the listeners maybe don't, is a group of naturally occurring minerals that are fibrous and resistant to heat, fire, chemicals, and biological degradation, which is easy for you to say when you've had a couple of glasses of wine. Asbestos fibres are strong, flexible, and can be spun and woven. They don't dissolve in water or evaporate. Breathing in asbestos fibres can cause tissue inflammation, scarring, breathing problems, and serious health problems. Mm-hmm. Inhaling asbestos fibres and dust over a long period of time can lead to asbestosis, a lung disease that causes symptoms like trouble with breathing, chest pain, and fatigue. Fatigue. It's all cheery stuff, asbestos, and it's fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
Because the 40s. Because in the 40s and the 50s,
that was a good idea.
This couldn't possibly cause any issues. And over the last 50 years, we've gone microplastics, micro what sticks? It's
I know.
all in our guts. Sometime later, it's Derek's birthday at this steakhouse. He gets a Callaway 3 wood, and in the bathroom, Alice grabs Dale. Happy anniversary. Anniversary? It's our second day. She grabs him. She puts her hands over his eyes and goes, like, my name's Jeff. Going to suck my dick? She's kind of this grim voice. It's okay. And she basically rapes him here. She goes, we just had sex and it's exactly how I imagined. I was like, fuck's sake. And then she does a stand-up wee in the urinal because women are awful. Although... female listeners, because I know we've got female listeners. I don't fucking know what you get out of this, but you know, is this not a bad character? Is this quite a strong female character in many ways?
Yeah.
In certain bits, she's really, really strong. She knows what she wants. She takes what she wants, and in certain bits, she's a hysterical fucking manic pixie. It's not good.
That's what Adam Scott does to you, though.
Mate, would that he should. Callaway Maverick Max Fairway Wood. Got Fairway Wood. £119 from golfonline.co.uk, which honestly does not sound like a scam. I promise you, golfonline.co.uk does not sound like I'm never getting my present.
I'm never getting my wood.
Yeah. Well, you are married, John.
True.
The boys get up to present, and Derek and his buddies are there on Prestige Worldwide, and the lines are management, portfolios, leather gloves, security. I put liquid paper on a mouse or something, and it died.
Oh, hi.
I was like, what?
What? I know.
They do music videos for Boats and Hose, which ends with the boat, Dad's boat, crashing into the wharf, absolutely destroying the front of it. Robert and Nancy fall out because Nancy suggests that they've been very inventive. They've at least used their initiative, which is all boomers want us to do, right? Use our initiative to save up, stop having avocado toast and coffee, and buy our own houses.
And then when you do something amazing,
absolutely, you get upset and you get a drinking problem. Brennan gives Robert a mouthful and he bends him over and slaps his bum.
He really goes for it.
Yeah, absolutely, because violence against kids. Although they're adult men. Fast forward to Christmas and they're putting up the tree and Robert is getting drunk. Brennan and Denise called and she says she can't come for Christmas as she's not your girlfriend, she's your therapist. It's quite good. Robert heads to the cheesecake factory for a drink. When he comes back, she says, you reek of scotch and cheesecake, which I think might be an old Scottish comedy duo, aren't they?
Aye. Like Francie and Josie. Whiskey and cheesecake.
He says that he was the happiest there that he's been in months. And she says, that's sad. It fucking is, isn't it? At a bar on Christmas Eve on your own.
Unless you're always doing it to see Penny for Big Bang Theory.
I mean, yeah. The tiny little blonde one I like with the squeaky voice. Yeah. He can't forgive the boys for wrecking the boat. And that's when they come in sleepwalking, smashing presents in the tree. Robert heads to wake them up because we should take control, which causes them to get violent, thrown down the stairs. John C. Reilly's got Hulk hands on as well, by the way. Over Christmas dinner, Robert announces that they're getting divorced. The boys are upset. They blame themselves. And she's going, no, it's not you at all. And Robert says, it is 150% your fault.
I like that bit. I thought it was good. It was like, no, it's your fault. Yeah.
Later, the house is sold and packed up, but the boys get to spend one final night there. They fall out because they blame one another. Brennan heads to play the drums, and Dale smashes him in the head with a cymbal. It's a fucking good takedown. He thinks he's dead and digs a grave. When Brennan comes to, he knocks him into the hole and buries him. When he climbs out through the soil, they wrestle, and then the next thing, they're awakened by Wilson next door the next morning. The line, I will kiss you right on the mouth, Kenny Rogers. Again, somebody else that Father Time's killed since this film came out. They both agree their lives are better without one another. We're no longer brothers. We never were. We were stepbrothers.
You won the prize.
Brennan gets his shit together and asks Derek for a job, as well as taking therapy seriously. Do I need to carry my high school diploma with me everywhere I go? It's quite a good line. Dale interviews with Ken Jeong, by the way.
Yeah.
He says, I'll do anything as long as it doesn't involve having sex with old ladies for money or bear traps. They're my two no-nos. And he gives him a job in a kitchen. They've moved into their own places. Brennan approaches Randy for a job at the Catalina wine mixer.
Yeah.
Which we've already been told something about the Catalina wine mixer.
Yeah.
The biggest helicopter leasing event of the year, apparently. Derek agrees to let him run it. And at the mixer, both Robert and Nancy are there. Dale's doing the catering, and it's a success. And it's great work for Brennan. The band that come on are called Uptown Girl, the biggest late 80s Billy Joel cover band.
Just do the 80s.
This is kind of funny. And this guy at the front, Piano Man, he's like, we don't do that era, buddy. So they sing Keeping the Faith. Keeping the Faith is a single from Innocent Man, which I don't care who hears this, is a fucking banger of an album. It's such a good album. Doo Wop Billy Joel is still pretty good. 1982 song. It was 81. It managed to get to number 81 in Canada A, 38 in New Zealand present, and 18 in USA. Absolutely. Dale and Brennan have a grown-up conversation and shake hands. Robert and Nancy realise it might have all been organised to get them back together. The band do for the longest time, and there's a brawl where people want We Didn't Start the Fire. Great song, by the way. Derek fires Brendan because the band fucked up. Robert tells them there's an empty stage and drums and a mic and they should get up there. He tells them a story where he wanted to be a dinosaur, but he gave up on it.
All improvised, by the way.
Oh, was it really? It's a good story, that.
Yeah,
it's
good.
Good.
A good story, but I made it improvise a whole lot.
And then when he went back to being a dinosaur, he couldn't do it anymore.
That's so weird, isn't it?
Yeah, what? It's a real fucking change for this character.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you know, and I'm here for it because it's good. Because again, whoever's fucking we know who's written it. These three men that have written this are very good at writing men. Very good at writing silly, stupid, grown men.
Yeah.
But they never met a fucking woman. I'm going to assume
that
they didn't hate or something.
Unless they're on SNL.
Yeah. Dale gets up, as he said, to make beautiful music for a sad world. And he gets up on the drums, he's doing boats and hoes.
That's right, aye.
And then they all start singing Dale Has a Mangina.
Yeah, which Brennan does not appreciate at all.
No, Brennan puts the tape on and sings Time to Say Goodnight in Italian, the Bocelli song.
Mm-hmm.
You know him. He's the bloke that's blind, and I thought for some reason he wasn't. He's blind, and I thought he wasn't. I don't know.
You think he was faking it?
Yeah, yeah, probably. Like Stevie Wonder.
Like Pavarotti, kidding on his fat. That's what was happening here.
Pavarotti was faking being fat.
That's it.
Pavarotti was a skinny bloke in one of them blow-up
in a
suits.
big suit, aye. Like in bloody Men in Black. Something controlling it from the inside.
They used to spend a week putting him into makeup like Mr. Creosote. But Mr. Pavarotti is just one tiramisu or something. It's probably a bit racist. They're awful though, aren't they, the Italians? So, you know, it's okay. It's acceptable. Yeah. And as he's singing, Dale's doing the drums, and there's a bit part way through where he goes, boats and hoes. Which I love the fact he's still sticking with the boats and hoes bit.
Yeah. He picked a lane and he stuck with it, didn't he?
Huh?
He picked a lane and stuck with it.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Yeah, you got to do it. Alice, basically, this piece of music makes everybody emotional. Alice dreams of Dale as a centaur, which looks like it was a really expensive throwaway gag.
Yeah.
Doesn't it? Like a really dear throwaway gag. Yeah. You know, when you're kind of like, okay, that's fine if it's Family Guy because you're just animating it. But you have to put him in makeup, her in makeup. You have to write some made-up words for them. It's weird. Derek remembers him and Brennan as kids flying a kite. You're the best brother ever, Brennan. And here comes Denise, and as soon as she hears Bren singing, and this is probably the best of the throwaway gags, she imagines him as a lumberjack breaking the door down. I have travelled 500 miles to give you my seed. And she goes, oh, lumberjack. And then her clothes fly off.
That's it.
And
that works.
And I'm still not okay with it, but because it's a fantasy, I'll give you that one. Dale does a massive drum solo for finish. It's huge, and everyone goes the fucking Catalina wine mixer. You know, because again, that's the thing. They say Catalina wine mixer so many times it loses all fucking meaning.
It really does, because they do it about 5 or 6 times at one point, didn't they? Everybody says it.
Santa Catalina Island, John, off the coast of California. 74.9 square miles of land. And in 2022, its population was 4,201 people. Archaeological evidence for human settlement dates back to 7,000 BC. Brian.
So at the beginning it now, they screen this film.
All right.
They screen it, and then obviously they go about their wine business.
That's as Gavin told us. Yeah, absolutely. In fact, I'd not made a note of Gav's facts on the list there. Now I have. Thank you, sir. Derek tells Brennan he saved the day, sold a fuck ton of helicopters. They do this hugging thing, and it's kind of like...
It's so awkward, isn't it?
Yeah, we can't do that because we've never done it before. So
at one point, he punches him, doesn't he?
He does,
Derek, in like slow motion. It's quite funny.
Denise arrives. Oh, this is my girlfriend, Denise. And she's like, I'm not. I'm his therapist. And basically... She's like to Nancy, you are enabling this behaviour, because she's like, you're a real catch and all this kind of stuff. Like, no, this is not who I am. This is not what I am. I'm a therapist. I have a legal obligation to come because Brennan told me he was going to hurl himself out of a helicopter.
Helicopter, yeah.
But I thought you were very brave. Dale takes Alice aside and tells her it's over. She seems to take it very well. She's like, you're right. I'm married. I've got kids. I've got a beautiful home. And then we remember how awfully hysterical women are, and she goes mad. Dale does what every man should do if women are being hysterical, and he runs away. Congratulations, Dale.
He points at something and then runs away.
A wonderful human being.
Is that a wheel?
6 months later, it's Christmas dinner in the old house. They've obviously bought it back. Robert shushes Derek's story about Seal at Everest Base Camp, which I want to fucking hear, by the way. I'm going to assume Seal went a little crazy.
Oh, nice. Well done.
He wants to hear from Dale and Brennan about their karaoke business. His surprise to the boys is the Gilded Lady is their new treehouse, along with pirate hats, crossbows, and porn.
I can't crossbows.
What more could you ask for? Denise is there too. She says, you know this is mad, right? But Brennan sure can wear the shit out of that pirate hat. So the lesson, young men, any young men listening, because there's lots of young men listening to this, the more a woman says no, the more you must pester her. The more you pester her, the more chance you've got of breaking her down. No. You listen to me, young men. No. That is not the case. No means fucking no. Uncle Planty's telling you now. All right? None of that shit. All right? If they say no, you leave them alone, you go off, and you wank yourself fucking blind in your room. All right?
Exactly.
Women don't fucking need you. It's their body, it's their choice. Now,
don't Andrew Tate it up.
That's right. Yeah, fucking... I'm going to be the anti-Andrew Tate. I'm going to be anti-Tate. That's what I'm going to be. I'm going to make a fucking account. Anti-Tate. Anti-Tate.
Yeah, anti-Tate.
Yeah, anti-Tate. Ooh. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Right. Okay. Fucking hell. I'm going to lose it. I think I'm honestly... we get credits for the impression that I get by Mike Busters, which is a fucking great song, by the way. More than a year before the single release, the song appeared on Safe and Sound, a benefit in response to the Brooklyn clinic violence. The album was released in response to the slayings of 2 abortion clinic workers in 2 different clinics in Brooklyn, Massachusetts, December the 30th, 1994. Gold in Australia and the USA. It's also in Chasing Amy, Father's Day, and, checks notes, Digimon the movie?
Digimon?
It's also in 2015's Rock Band 4, John.
No way.
It all comes back round to games with silly little peripherals.
Right.
Fun. There's a post-credit sequence where they get out of the helicopter and beat the fuck out of about 50 children in a play park. It did little for me, except this little John Woo flying kick where the doves come up. I quite like that bit.
I like that John C. Reilly hitting a kid with a kid. That was funny.
Oh, yeah, and there's a bit where the kid's on the rocking horse thing and he's just... Yeah, again, comedy violence against children's. Not really violence. The pair are now heading to jail for the rest of their lives. You can keep that in mind.
Yeah, boats and hoes.
Boats and hoes indeed. And that is the end of the movie. John, I'm sure I've got something more. Have you got anything more?
So I was I was wondering how crystal meth was invented.
Oh!
Turns out it was invented in 1885 by Nagi Nogashaki. Shaggy?
Raggy?
It was used to treat breathing conditions such as asthma.
All right. Oh, fantastic.
The average retirement age for physicians in the United States is between 65 and 67, which I was surprised about considering they always talk about how much money these people get. So, but normal. And James Joyce.
He says, that because she's saying, I'm not allowed to do this, I'm not allowed to do this. Oh, that's so beautiful. Is that a James Joyce story?
I just go, he was a poet, political critic, and he died in 1941, age 58.
Oh,
there you go.
Very good. Mary Steenburgen is only 14 years older than Will Ferrell. Yeah, we fucking saw that coming, didn't we? And Joaquin Phoenix claims to have seen this film more times than he's seen any other movie.
Yeah.
I mean, that says so much about fucking Joaquin, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Really, really does. Cochlear implants, John, surgically implanted neuroprosthesis that provide a person who has moderate to profound central hearing loss with sound perception. Andre Jumeau and Charles Arias invented the original cochlear implants in 1957. They are made up of two parts, external, which picks up sound around you, and internal, which filters speech. There you go.
Right.
Brilliant. I once saw me and Rachel obviously mostly go and see subtitled films at our cinema. And there's only like fucking one a week because fuck the View, Carlisle. And they'd put on, I think, Deadpool 2 or the original Deadpool, and when we went to see it, the version they put on didn't have subtitles, in spite of the fact it was advertised. And down the very front, because there was barely anybody in, there was Rachel going, "What did he say?" Because she couldn't read the lips of Deadpool because he's got a mask on. Yeah. But there's this couple down the front having a massive fucking row in sign language. She'd got cochlear implants, and obviously he could sign. And it was just this huge fucking punching around them sign language fucking argument. And I remember that. They were the loveliest couple. They'd come all the way from fucking Dumfries for this one single showing at Carlisle, and she couldn't hear a fucking thing.
Oh, can't tell about it, man.
Fucking bullshit. And the guy was like, "Here are 2 free tickets," and she was like, "That's not enough." And we went, "Yeah, that'll do," because we only had like a 10-minute walk.
That's horrible, isn't it? That's a shame.
It is a shame. But yeah, I will never ever forget this couple having a fucking stand-up, like, silent argument in the cinema. It's good. It's very good. What else have I got? PetSmart, founded in 1986 by Jim and Janice Doherty. The company opens its first 2 stores in 1987 in Phoenix, Arizona, under the not very catchy name, the Pet Food Warehouse. Changed its name to PetSmart in 1989, and as of 2020, PetSmart has more than 1,650 stores in the United States and Canada, and by the end of 2020, they made $7 billion in profit.
Oh, God. Not to be confused with S-Mart.
Shop S-Mart.
When it gets it's not smart, shop
That's
S-Mart.
excellent reference there, John. I like it.
Thank
Pans? No, I haven't got anything on pans. That would have been interesting. Yeah, that's it. That's what I've got. How do you think we got on, John, while I tot them up?
87.
Oh, 88.
What? Wow, that was good. That was good.
There you go. I mean, it's more than the fucking film deserves, I've got to be honest.
True.
It's 100% more than the film deserves. So Gavin, thank you so much. I mean, not thank you, but we kind of had a bit of a laugh with that. There was some fun stuff in it, and we got to do some... I mean, some of the facts we did were fucking borderline not facts, but, you know, it is what it is.
Cops, bad boys.
As always. So yes, if you like what we do, give us a quid. I'm about to put another spin on the board, so by the time this comes out, the person will know what their spin has got them, and they'll hopefully have told us, and in the next couple of weeks we'll do some chat. But for now, let's shout out those fantastic human beings that give us all their money. We've got James, Hallmark of Greatness. We've got Lee Davies. We've got Candy Oodles from Modern Escapism. Fucking on my brain today. Kieran, Jake, lovely Rob Jones. Jen, we've got Megan, Dale and Ali. We've got Maria from Cult Connections, Paul from SP Film Viewers, Ian McComish, Nigel Davies, who said some wonderful things about us today regarding this week regarding the paper, but I'll let John tell you about that shortly. Dan Belson and Gavin Belson from Super Familiar with the Wilsons, Aaron from Z1 Podcast, Joe, also from Hallmark of Greatness, Biggie from Modern Escapism. I hope you're doing okay, mate. Looking out for you. Mono at Mono Rants. Ian, Cult Connections. Gavin Magill, the twat that picked this. I'll fucking get you. Lovely Gavin Belson, we've already mentioned. Josh Wilson, super familiar with the Wilsons. Stig, again, check out our show notes because Stig's doing some wonderful work of 2 separate challenges for charity, for a very, very good charity as well. Gadget from Modern Escapism also. Rachel and Phil, thank you very, very much.
Thank you all.
John, do you want to tell them where we've been spotted this week?
We've been in the paper, the Carlisle's finest rag, innit?
Yeah, the News and Star, the actual physical newspaper.
Yeah, our Planty got interviewed, and it was a very positive and very nice article. Thank you very much.
Oh, well, it was good. It was fantastic. He didn't put in the bit that I said. I looked for years, and I couldn't have ever found anyone that was as good as John for this. And he didn't put that bit in. And I was like, you listen to me, sunshine. You listen to me. I haven't said that because I'm still really grateful. It's such a good write-up, isn't it? It's a really, good write-up.
Really good.
And he said
so
he
positive.
really enjoyed the Shaun of the Dead episode.
Oh,
The man's from Dumbarton, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was like...
Just at the castle? Yeah.
I was thinking, what's a Glasgow accent? But I was wrong. So slightly further north.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was really, really nice write-up, so we're really grateful.
Yeah, no, it was good.
Yeah, it was good. We'll probably put that in the show notes if you haven't read that yet.
Yeah, you did well. You did well.
Yeah, it's good. It's good fun.
Surprised me. You surprised me.
Especially because
really
I'd sent you that little thing when we were mentioning another article on the Border City Greens thing because the shirts are coming out. One of the lads that I work with is at Border City Greens and he went, I've seen the shirt. It looks fucking amazing. Your badge looks amazing on the sleeve. I was like, does it? He's like, yeah. He's like, I'll get your photo next time I'm at the club. I was like, not the photo. Where's my fucking shirt?
Yeah, strip. Like a wee strip.
Get me my 30 quid shirt.
I've told everybody about this.
Yeah, well, once I speak to Drew, we'll get our shirts sorted. So thanks very much, everybody, for taking time out today. He's been John, I've been Planty, and this has been 88 Things We Learned from Step Brothers. See ya.
See you guys. Boats and hoes.
Boats and hoes.